Hey, what's up guys? Mike Red Fox here. In this video, I'm going to talk around my current mining strategy. Okay, so before I talk around what I'm doing now, I think it's important to talk around what I've done to put me in the position to be able to do the things that I can right now. So I've been in mining for 3-4 years. I came in during the last bull market, bought a bunch of GPUs that were really hard to find back then, paid too much for some of them. But good news is for me, I stuck with it this entire time through the whole crypto winter, and even during that time continue to invest in new hardware and GPUs just because I love mining. And so through that whole time, I still had this overhead of the investment, right? I hadn't broken even. Lucky for me, even through that whole crypto winter, I was still profitable, even though it was really, really small some days and really challenging. So I was still profitable, so I just kept mining and never turned my rigs off. And so I accumulated all this Ethereum and these other cryptocurrencies throughout those years. But I never had gotten to a point where my cryptocurrency portfolio value matched or overcame the value of what I had invested in hardware. It just wasn't a reality yet. So then we hit this bull run and we hit the start of it, right? And Bitcoin and Ethereum are really starting to rise, and they're rising pretty quick. So I made some decisions there pretty early on. And the decision that I made was that I wanted to sell some Ethereum every time it rose another $200. And the reason I wanted to do that is because it was finally my time to be able to cash out some, because I hadn't at all. I hadn't cashed out any crypto to dollars. Now is my time to cash out just a little bit of what I've generated over all these years to make sure that I finally paid off all of the GPUs that I had. And so that's what I did. From like $400 or $600 all the way up to $2,000, I continue to sell a little bit of Ethereum. So that's put me in the position where I'm happy to say all the GPUs that I had from when I got into mining at the start and the ones I had bought along my journey are completely paid off. 100% paid off in US dollars. I realized all those profits, and I'm super happy and super thankful for that. And because I made the decision to do that, it's put me in a really great place as we look at cryptocurrency mining as it exists right now. Before we get into that, I want to talk around like what you might be looking at as far as break even for a GPU in your situation. Your situation may very well be that you're just getting into mining and you just bought your first GPU for mining, your first rig, or maybe you even just went all in and built your first farm for mining. And when you're looking at break even, just the same way I did when I started, you're looking at how long it will take for that GPU, that rig, or that farm to pay back itself. And let's jump over and look at what those numbers look like right now. So I'm over on what to mine, and we're just going to do a 3070 because that's one of the easiest 30 series GPUs to get right now, at least for me. So 3070. All right, so let's click on Ethereum down here, and I know that GPU will do 63 mega hash, say around 130 watts. And how much do those cost? Let's see. Let's jump over to Best Buy. Let's search. Yeah, RTX 3070. And right now, let's just say $630. This card is awesome. I have a bunch of them. So let's just say you're not including tax, going to pay $630 for that card. So right now your break even, I mean, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Your break even is 130 days. So is that like a little over 4 months for you to break even on a brand new GPU? But yeah, that's how you classically would think around break even or ROIs. How long will it take for that GPU to pay itself off? This doesn't even take account resale value, which I think a lot of people forget about. I have some videos on that on my channel. But I want to share the situation that I'm in the hopes that it will help you as you go throughout your cryptocurrency mining journey. Or maybe you did the same thing I did. Maybe you've been in this for a while. And listen, I'm not a veteran in this space. Being in it 3-4 years, there's been people that have been in it much longer than me. So, and are much wiser than me. But I'll share what's worked for me in the hope that it will help one of you as you go along here. So back on what to mine, let's do this. So we saw that break even if you just look at how long it would take for that GPU to pay itself off. So let's build out the GPUs that I have. So I got 4 5700s. I have 6 1070 Ti's. I have a 1080. I have 1660 Ti's. I have a 2070 Super, but I don't have that, and it's pretty much a 2080. I have 6 3060 Ti's. I have 6 3070s, and I have one 3080. All right, let's go down here so you can see what my current profit is per day according to What to Mine. And What to Mine's pretty conservative on some of these numbers, by the way, if you don't know that. All right, so let's go over, click on Ethereum, and let's see what the break even is when I'm considering that my entire farm is working to pay off this card, because that's the situation I'm in. So what do we say? We said $630. Okay, so there you go. Because all of my GPUs are paid off that I went into this bull run with, I am now afforded the opportunity to pay off a 3070 in 5 days. Super lucky to be in this position. So that's why I talk about, I just want to buy every 30 series card I can get my hands on, because I can pay it off so fast, because my entire collection of graphics cards are all paid off and now can just generate profit to pay off anything new that I add to my farm. It's that simple. And so, of course, there's the part of this that you need to realize these gains. If I just hold all of this cryptocurrency that I'm generating and hold it until the market drops, then I'm going to be in a bad position and I won't have realized actually paying off any of those GPUs. And that leads me to what my strategy is right now, knowing the decisions that I made to sell Ethereum on the way up, knowing that I can break even on new GPUs very, very fast. My strategy right now is to make sure that every new GPU is paid off before we go into the next bear market, the next crypto winter, whatever you want to call it, because it's inevitable, guys. Market works in cycles, so a few things are going to happen. And I don't know when they're going to happen. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen next year. Don't know. But a few things are going to happen. One is the price of cryptocurrency falls off a cliff, right? And it drops back down, and we go into another bear market. Or two, the price kind of hovers around where it's at. Ethereum stays around 14, 1500, 2000, maybe even goes up a little bit. What's going to happen here is eventually the hardware is going to come online. There's going to be more hardware deployed on the network, and you're going to compete in mining for Ethereum versus that. So difficulty is going to rise. You're going to hit this equilibrium where profitability is not going to be what it is now. Or there will be an event that really crushes mining. Maybe it's EIP 1559. Maybe it's the continuation of NVIDIA nerfing their new GPUs for cryptocurrency mining. Maybe it's something else that is on the horizon that we don't even know about yet. But at some point, I won't be able to break even on a GPU in 5 days. That's the reality. So my goal is to make sure they're all paid off. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to sell a little bit of Ethereum every week. I still don't know, will Ethereum continue to rise? I don't want to sell it all and regret that. And if it drops, I definitely don't want to hold it all and regret that. So, the safest way to do this is kind of like dollar cost average my way out. Hold some, sell a little bit so that I can realize these profits, realize paying off these GPUs so that I am 100% paid off on any new GPU I bought the next time we go into a bear market. So when I'm making only dollars a day versus hundreds of dollars a day, I will know that I don't have this overhead constantly shadowing everything I'm doing, constantly looming on everything I'm doing. I will know that I'm in a good place and I will hold all of my cryptocurrency and await the next bull market to do the same exact thing I did this time. So that's it. That's my strategy. I would love to know what you guys are doing, whether you've been in this space for a while, whether you paid off all your GPUs or you haven't, whether you're buying new GPUs right now. What's your strategy? I think that is the most important thing, is just you have some strategy. So please let me know in the comments section down below. That's what I got for you today. Hope this was helpful in any small way. Please take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.